Before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is the best way to buy any item and credits on any platform and at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. They have 24/7 active support and the fastest delivery around, so make sure to go and check them out using the link in the description down below and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. In episode 6 of Trading From Nothing, all the way up to the entire Fennec set and the finale of the entire series. Just before we do get into the trades, I'd like to mention I'm giving away a white octane over on my Discord server. The link is in the description down below if you would like to join up. As soon as we hit 25k, a white octane giveaway will start. Just make sure you're level 1, and to do that, you only need to type like 10 times in general. It's really easy, and we also have a ton of other giveaways, so make sure to check it out. As I mentioned, link is in the description down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a like as well. Let's go for 100 likes because this is the last episode of the series, and let's get into the first trade of episode 6. If you watched the last episode, then you'd know we only have a few Fennecs in the inventory right now, but also a few other items that I do need to sell, such as the black OEM and the forest green tunica, both of which are pretty hard to sell right now, so it is going to take me quite a while to get both of those sold before I can buy the rest of the Fennecs and actually complete the set. But in the first trade, I do pick up a white certified Fennec. Now, this certification isn't great, it's not really going to add anything to the price, but I was still able to underpay by around 100 credits for this item, and therefore that just gives me a little bit more credits to work with to buy the rest of the set. But I also believe I already have enough credits to buy the entire set and have some credits left over as well, so I'm not really looking to make profit in this episode, but just to sell the other items that I don't need in my inventory and then buy the rest of the set, which I've already mentioned. But I also did manage to go on to sell the black OEM, which I believe I picked up for 930 credits in the last episode, making just under 200 credits profit, which is still pretty decent. Like I mentioned, I believe I have enough to get the set and have around 500 credits left over. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with those credits. I might even just buy another unpainted Fennec to sort of finish the entire set, I guess. But I do actually go on to sell my forest green Fennec. Now, this was a little bit of a weird move, but this guy was offering 500 credits, which was the maximum value for the Fennec, and I thought, you know what, if I'm going to be buying the forest green Fennec in the future, I'll be picking it up for 350 or 400 credits, so just another opportunity to make a little bit more profit. I know the whole idea of the series is to make profit, so I guess I'm still doing that. I don't really need to be making profit, but I'll take it where I can get it, and I guess that'll just go over to my main account and fund some future videos as well, so I guess I can't really complain about that. But I also do manage to buy 2 Fennecs in one trade here, which is going to be really good. I believe I'm also underpaying by a little bit at the time anyway, so the orange Fennec is 400 minimum value, the sky blue right now is 700, that adds up to 1.1k. I'm just paying 1,000 credits, so again, a little bit more profit into the inventory. That gives me some more credits to work with, so I can just have some credits left over. But I've got to say, the inventory is looking very solid. I only have one other item left to get rid of, and that is going to be the forest green tunica. Apart from that, I'm just going to be buying Fennecs into the inventory, including the burnt sienna Fennec, which I managed to underpay a little bit for, only 50 credits, but I had to buy it eventually anyway. I was looking to underpay by a little bit more because obviously burnt sienna is going to be the worst paint in the series and makes it the hardest to sell, so I was looking to underpay by 100 or more. But either way, as I've mentioned countless times now, I've got too many credits, so I'm fine paying even minimum value for most of the octanes now. Anyway, I also do manage to finally get the forest green tunica gone. This has been in my inventory for quite a while now. I'm selling it for 2k. I am quick selling it, but I believe I bought it for like 1.4 originally or something like that, so still 600 credits, which is absolutely mad. That's like an entire Fennec or a couple Fennecs depending on which one I'm buying. But yeah, some really good profit seen there, and literally all I need to do now is buy the rest of the Fennecs, which does seem really simple. It sounds simple, but for some reason there were just barely any on the market, even though I was paying some decent prices upwards of minimum value. Now I know I'm usually underpaying for items, but seeing as I'm just completing the set now, I was willing to pay the minimum value, and I believe that was the minimum value at the time for the crimson Fennec. It might have gone up afterwards to 700 minimum value, but either way, still picking it up for a decent price. And one thing you don't get to see with these series is how long it actually takes me in between each each trade to get another trade, if that makes sense. So sometimes I'm trading and it takes me 5 minutes to get a trade, sometimes it takes me hours upon end. And you guys don't really get to see the dedication that I'm putting into actually getting these trades, which is a little bit unfortunate. I don't really think there's any way for me to show that, but I'm not gonna lie, it was taking me ages to get these painted Fennecs. Purple was the hardest one. I believe I got that last, and it took me about 2 hours of trading. I was only using the Xbox looking for group. I probably could have sped it up if I was using different trading apps, but I was doing other stuff at the time as well, trying to multitask with trading. That's how I make it more interesting as well. If I just focus on trading, I probably would get more trades, but it would also be more boring. So I'm always listening to something, or I've got a video on in the background, which makes trading more interesting. I'd highly advise that for any of you that are looking to trade, because it can be boring, especially with today's market. It can take very, very long to find a trade, so just make sure you're entertaining yourself whilst you're looking for those trades as well. But the Fennec set is coming along very, very nicely. I believe at this time I only need 3 more to complete the set, including the pink one here. Again, I believe I'm actually underpaying, maybe 100 credits, or that might even be the minimum value. I'm not really too sure. I'll put a price up on the screen so you guys know how much I'm paying relative to the price as well. This guy had a bunch of Fennecs. Unfortunately, he did not have the 2 that I needed to complete the set, but he did have 1. Oh my days, I can't speak. He had the grey Fennec. Again, I'm just going to be paying the minimum value. I don't really care about paying anything more than that, because I only need the grey and the Fennec, the grey and the purple, which add up to 900 credits. So I'll have around 600 credits left when I am actually able to get all of the Fennecs, and then, as I mentioned earlier, I might even buy an unpainted one just to sort of finish the entire set painted with the non-painted one as well. Now, for some reason, purple was basically impossible to get. I spent ages trying to get it, and in the end, I paid 700 credits for it. It's only 500 to 600, but I was struggling so much, I couldn't find it, and this is a couple of hours before the video goes out, and I'm going out, so I'm not able to stay home and spend a little bit longer trying to trade for this purple Fennec and doing a little bit less. So I panicked and I bought it for 700 credits, which is quite a lot, but realistically I've still got enough to buy that unpainted Fennec, and it works out perfectly because I can buy the unpainted Fennec for all of the credits and be left with no credits, and the entire Fennec set including the unpainted Fennec set, which the unpainted Fennec, I really cannot talk today, but nonetheless I do manage to get the Fennec as well, and that is the entire Fennec set done with the unpainted Fennec. And I'm fairly certain I know what I'm going to be going to next. I'm going to be starting another nothing to something very, very soon. I've already got an item in mind. I've already made the thumbnail for that as well, so I'm definitely sure of what I'm going to be going to next. But anyway, that is the entire Fennec set done. I really hope you have enjoyed the series. If you have, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications as well. The set is worth around 7,000 credits, so in 6 episodes this was pretty decent. We made a decent amount of profit, and like I mentioned, hopefully you did enjoy this series. But anyway, thank you so much for watching to the end of the episode. Comment Fennec set if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.